Okay, so to make our shawl, our beginner triangle shawl, we need to cast on 5 stitches. To do that, we are going to use the long tail cast on. So we are holding our yarn and we're going to wrap it around our needle 5 times, which is approximately how much yarn we would need. My yarn is thin because I needed a different color, because my color clashed with the needles and it was too difficult for the video. But we are going to pull out a little bit extra because I always like to have more than necessary. Now we have to make a slip knot. To make our slip knot, we are going to twist our yarn like so, and then pick up and pull, and then it goes here. Okay, so I'll do that again, but that's a slip knot. Okay, we twist to make a loop, and then we pick up and pull. Okay, that is our first stitch. Leave it a little bit loose, okay? And then we twist, okay? I'm sorry, with our, let me get my yarn together so you can see better. So our tail is always going to be to the right when we're casting on, and our working yarn to the left, no matter which cast on we use, whether it's the knit cast on or the long tail. So we will twist our yarn and put it on the needle like so and hold. Take our tail and wrap it over and hold there, and then we pull across. Okay, and there we go. We'll do that again. This is still the tail. Okay, I'll put my tail up there so you can see. Okay, let's make that a little bit tighter so that it looks better. Okay, now we'll twist again. And wrap. And hold. And pull. Okay, and now we have 3 stitches. Okay, and we need 2 more. So here we go with the 2 more. We don't want these to be too tight, because if they're too tight, you won't be able to get your needle through. But if you see that, you can get the needle through there. Okay, and we need 1 more. And now we are going to knit our first row. Okay, y'all ready? All right, so now we need the other needle. And we have a little bit of space here. We're going to put our needle through. If you can't get your needle through, your cast on is too tight. Okay, you should always be able to get it through the first one though, because it's a slip knot. So we'll know by 2nd or 3rd stitch if it's too tight. So for purposes of this, I'm gonna turn my needle like this. We're gonna wrap around, and I'm holding this because this is my working yarn, and I'm holding it because I gotta slide this right here over this needle. So it goes through here. Let me do that again. Okay, so we go in, through there, and around, and hold, and then we pull, and we slide that off. Okay, so we go through here, wrap around, and hold, and then I use my finger to push so that I don't lose my stitches, like so. That's me going through there. the last one. Wrap, hold, and pull. Okay, and now that's knitted. The first row has been knit. Then we turn our work, and for those who have been with me before, you're about to learn something new, because row 2, we are going to knit 2. So we're going to knit 2. Okay, and then we are going to do a yarn over, which means we're going to take our working yarn. I'm going to hold it like this and just go over like that. That's it. And then we knit to the last 2 stitches, which that means we knit this stitch. And then we do another yarn over and we knit 2. Okay. So I'm going to do, and then that's it. That's all we do the whole entire time. Now I'm gonna turn my work, and then row 1 again is knit. So we'll knit that. And now we have this big space here, but that's what we want. So we'll knit it. It's okay that it looks weird. That's our hole that we're establishing. And also what we're doing is we are increasing our stitches. Okay, so then we turn and we knit 2 per the pattern. Okay, then we yarn over. Then we knit until we get to the last 2 stitches. And then we do another yarn over, and then we knit the last 2. Turn our work. And what's happening is we're making holes, okay? Okay, so on this one, we knit. Now, the significance of the tail is that the long tail will always be on the left when we are knitting. So if you ever put your work down, okay, if you put your work down, I said the left, I didn't mean that, I'm sorry. It will always be on the right when we knit. Okay, so then when we flip it to do row 2, it is on our left, because when we used the long tail cast on, it ended here. The long tail did. It ended on the right. Okay, so that should get you all through. And if you have any questions, definitely feel free, but you just keep going like this. You'll knit the first 2. Then you yarn over, then you knit all of these, and when you have 2 left, you'll yarn over again and then knit the 2. And then when you turn your work, you'll knit the row again, and then you'll turn it again, and then you'll knit 2, yarn over, knit, 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 yarn over, and knit 2.